This is a unit. This is a Unity tutorial of how to add terrain to your scene and to add texture to it. First, go to Hierarchy, Create. Under 3D Object, look for Terrain. It will create something similar to a plane, except you can mold it. In the terrain, you'll most likely start here. Just click on the cogwheel thingy. Depending on the scene size you want it. I want it 1000 by 1000 so it can actually contain what I'm going to throw at it. So I just changed the width to 1000 and 1000, and the position I'm changing to -220, and same here, -220. As you can see, there's like a white thing here on my game view. Also remember, keep your game aspect ratio on 16 by 9. It just helps keep everything at a constant um, perspective or size. Otherwise, buttons might overlap each other or start overlapping. Things move where they shouldn't, etc. etc. Next, I'm just going to quickly show you something in the asset store, which I found quite useful. I'm going to create a terrain from scratch when we use a tool from the asset store just to add the texture, because it does it quite nicely. If you go to the asset store, in that typing thingy, type 3. That will make sure that all the things on the list you get is completely free. World Builder. And then the first, if this would scroll down, the first result you're gonna should get is this world builder with a nice mountain terrain with a little bit water in it. Uh, laggy. Doesn't want to scroll down. Sorry about that, I just had to restart my Unity. Uh, World Builder by this AJ OP I did to you. Weird usernames. Uh, it's quite useful for even creating the terrain, but I'm gonna do that from scratch. But also very useful for adding the textures, because it's a lot simpler than the weird thingy that needs two different types of textures for one texture, which I don't get. Okay, I have to pause again since Unity is lagging again. And we're back. If you have your terrain selected that you created, um, you can rename if you want to. Um, I'm calling mine. Okay, I'm renaming it later. Here you can control most of your settings and stuff, but now I'm gonna show you how to make like little mountain stuff. My scene is themed in a green style, so I'll favor green textures, but I also want to have like a mountain like um, border around it, just to contain a few objects that's gonna fall into the terrain. And also take note, terrain has already a collision thingy, meaning anything with a rigid body will definitely glide with the terrain. Um, Especially because of the glider I have there. Rigid body and glider allows them to glide. You can select basically any brush you want, whichever one looks cool for you. I actually like these brushes, quite fancy. I'll pick one. I usually use these ones. Um, yeah, you can use this one for once. You can change how your brush will react. I'm gonna decrease the size a slight bit. Yes. And the opacity I'm gonna keep on full. Just click and drag on the terrain. You add your little, that almost looks like stalagmites or stalagmites. The one that's going from ground to up. That's in caves. Can't remember the exact name. Place a little bit of that everywhere. Increase the brush size a bit. Just add texture to my terrain. Or not texture, more like, that's actually confusing to say. Because they have texture versus color. And then actual texture like these mountain thingies. Now it actually looks like a snowy terrain. I was going for a forest vibe. The ones that are more spiky, like these things here, that one there, where those will create these spikier, or yeah, and the other rounder ones with more gradual raising. If you make in your if you think you made a mistake, you can either Control Z to go back, or you can just press Shift and click, and it will lower the ground. I'm pressing Shift now, and it lowers the terrain. Just make a nice little mountain there. And you can also see in my game view the nice terrain increase. Like that. Actually, Control Z. There. I want to keep it closer to the edge because this scene is meant to contain something. I'll also, just the bonus video, show you how I do the other terrain for the thing I'm going to use just to display the car. Um, I'm going to have the car in my traffic light scene. It's just I'm going to have one scene just promoting it, advertising, whatever. So you just play with, I would suggest, unless you don't want this type of texture, start with, don't start with the texture one, but I believe it's quite nice. Makes a quite realistic type of representation. And I'm just adding a little bit here. And the funny thing is you can also see your terrain starting to lift. If you use the world builder, they will leave like block value of distance between the mountain or whatever raised ground and the border. I don't mind having a bit raised, only because only this part of the scene is visible. This camera doesn't move, so this gap will never be seen. Maybe I can have more just for fun. Some more textures. Little snowflakes. maybe what does this person do? I should just a mountain. Star shape. Just for fun. Just to mix up the little textures. I mean, a little more pointy stuff. Yeah, I'm actually quite satisfied with that. Now it's like a little ball for everything that's gonna fall on it. Hopefully, yeah, it's gonna land inside. And now I'm going to I a wall builder. I made a folder assets for things like this. Ah, no wait. Sorry. Once you install it, sorry, that's my phone. Just need to charge it. Okay. Once you install or import whatever on the wall builder, it will appear in window under layouts above services. Wall builder. And where's the pop-up window? Oh, I can't find the window. I'm gonna pause to do technical difficulties. Okay, yours would work when you after you import it. For some reason my laptop just keeps on giving me technical issues right now. So I'll just show you how to do the terrain manually. Or texture the terrain manually. First, with the terrain selected, go to this paintbrush. It says paint texture. Click on edit textures and add texture, which confuses you or me a lot. Is this two blocks, but basically just add the same texture in twice. I want to go for slightly more green themed with 2 layers of textures. So I'm thinking of using the grass, this grass, and maybe as the top layer, and the bottom layer maybe the grass hill. Yeah, will give you a nice contrast between a lighter and a darker green. This grass it's better for the actual grass thingy which you add here. I've added once or twice. It looks like after you mow your lawn, it's those stripes on your terrain. It's not always the prettiest thing to see. Okay, first I'm gonna add the grass hill. Yeah, grass hill. Select the other one, grass hill. I'm honestly not sure why I need 2 of them. Add it, and it instantly adds your texture already. It's a nice, pretty color to some extent. It looks foresty. Cool. Then click on add texture again. Select your other texture. In the hint I got from the wall builder is that the textures work like layers. Whichever one is added last is on top. I'm just adding the plain grass one. Same here, grass, plain grass one. And I add it. And I add it. You add. This grass won't add. also happens. That means I'm gonna have grass and rock and then grass hill. That's my textures. Just need to remove this one then, because it depends on the settings of whatever you choose. This grass and that grass is for exactly the same purpose. I just like the world builder can import this one, and this one looks actually quite nice. Grass and rock. My bottom layer, grass and rock. Not grass, do grass and rock. Add. Now it's a little bit darker because it's the bottom layer. Add another texture, grass, hill. Another texture, grass, hill. And this is why I prefer the world builder, because you don't have to do all with PT. You just have to select your texture once and then tell it to add it at either that angle or that height. It won't add it the second one because that's when you paint. The first one you always add is always the bottom layer and the basic texture for the terrain. I'm gonna use the maximum brush size and maybe just place the brush size or strength, sorry, on 0.75. That one. For a second, I thought my terrain changed. Um, Let me see what brush am I gonna use. Just it depends really on your personal taste. Opacity. Should reduce the opacity, but it's a bit too dominant. Let's add it to 50%. Okay, there we go. It's a slight color, but the more you click, the more it adds. Then it's just like playing with paint. Oh, you see the lights changing already. The directional light, that's what happened here. Now if I zoom in, and hopefully not too much, go in. I hate this part. It always takes forever to zoom. And it doesn't always load the textures. But you can more or less see it's scattered. A little bit dark spots here and there. You can't see it in a complete overall. But if you zoom in, you can actually see the quality of your work. See? The screen spots, the darker spots. It's not just one texture, which makes it interesting. Just want to cover that a bit more. That a bit more. There. There. I added a terrain to my scene and I added texture for it. Leave that one. And save because of XCOM. Let me see. If I run the game, what compiler errors do you have? Oh, that's gonna cause so much issues. Oh yeah, this is gonna cause issues. This is not because it's the terrain, it's something else. It's probably the new traffic light system that was imported. Something doesn't agree with my project. Gonna cause so much issues, especially if I can't compile. Well, this I was hoping to show you guys my scene, but this was recording or creating a terrain and adding texture to the terrain, maybe shaping the terrain as well. Yeah,